Hello there, this is Derek again and welcome to Titbits. So today's video we're going to talk about how to edit our YouTube videos. So if you're a YouTuber and you think you have problems trying to edit a YouTube video, this video is actually going to help you out. So try to sit down and then watch out throughout to the end so that you don't miss anything.
So this is how the editing is done when you actually film a video and you want to edit and then post it onto your YouTube channel. So first of all, when I get to my editing tool or any editing tool you are using, when you have to just import whatever you want to edit. So you click on this sign, which is what I want to use in importing my project. So I just click on the project I think I want to edit. So this is it, let's say this, and then I just hit on import selected, and then it will actually import it to this side. I already have it here, that is why it didn't pop up again. So afterwards you just drag it to the area you want to edit, right? Because the volume of the video was very down, so I'll just tune it to the fullest 400 so that I get to see all the peaks right here, and then I come to this side and then extend it in order to see everything, every space and all I left when I was filming the video. So the next thing I'll do is I'll just cut the spaces out. So you see when I started, all this side was down, meaning I wasn't talking. So I'll just click, and then what I would see is split screen. I don't know how it's going to display on your editing tool. So you just hit on cut, and then you cut that side off so that it will just start from wherever you started talking. So that is how you do it. And then you can see there is space here when you are talking to, and then you feel you left in some breath and all. Yeah, you cut this side off too so that your video will be able to flow. So that is what you do. So in my editing tool I'm using, which is iMovie, I use this as my shortcut. Maybe you have any shortcut in your editing tool you are using, so you can use that to split the clips so that you'll be able to get two different clips, and then you trim it to the side you feel you want to get to. So when I split it like this, I just push it to the side I think I started talking, and that is going to be cool. And then this side too, I'll just push it a bit so that I don't make some of the voices fade off for don't to sound like don. No, you just have to do everything in line and systematically so that you don't cut off some sides, which is going to make your video incomplete. So I hit on my shortcut I told you of, and then I just cut the breadth off to make the video flow. Are you getting it? So that is what you basically do. You cut all your breadth off so that it will make your video flow. That is the best way to do your first editing process, right? So the next thing you will do is you come to this side, you check out however you get your color, you check it out, and then you tune it a bit to make it brighter so that viewers wouldn't be bored when they see your visuals. So that is how I do it. I make it a bit brighter so that I'll look very okay, and it will make it look very catchy a bit. So you see this is different. I did it for this. So you see this is very bright, it's very cool, and this is very dim. So what I'll do next is I'll hit on copy, and then I highlight all this side because I want the effect here to match up with this one. So I hit on that side, and then I come to edit, and I hit on paste adjustment to color correction, and it's going to look like this, and this is gonna look like this. So maybe if you are editing and then you feel like you want this side to just come closer to you, this is how we do it. You go to this side and then you just hit on this. So that is what you want to do. You hit on Ken bends, you can hit on click to fill so that you just scroll to this side, you pull it to this edge, and then you just push it to fit the screen, and that is where you will just see the video popping up and back like this. You see, it will be like this.
I hope this video was very
insightful. You see, I went back again, back and forth, so the video comes back and forth. That is how it is. That is how it works. So if you want the person to just drag close to you to, this is what you do. You hit on the video you want to do that too, and then you come to Ken bangs, and then you see where you want to end or where you want to start it. So you just pull it to where you think you want to make it end or make it start, and then you just drag it to where maybe you see your head and probably your chest level, and then you just hit on it and you would see how it's gonna work.
I hope this video was very insightful, and if it was, give it.
Okay, so you see how it was, my face was actually dragging to the screen a bit, and then it will go back to normal again. So that is how it works. And the next step I want to show you is how you add tiles and then transitions to your videos to make it very catchy. So that is how you go about it. Maybe you have something you feel you want to write to people right here, and then you can just hit on any kind of tile you feel you want to use. Maybe you want your writings to just display right here. You can hit on this tile, double click on it, and then you drag it to where you want it to start. You hit on it and then you drag it to maybe this is where you want it to start, and then you come and then you start typing whatever you want to type. So maybe home is what you want to type, and then you just hit on enter. You click on this side to just make it work. So maybe after you're done, you hit on it.
I hope this video was very insightful.
Home will just pop up. That is how it is. So if you want to add transitions to, and then maybe make it look like when it's coming from one voice into another, you can just hit on transition and then you drag it to this side of the video, right? So when you drag it to this side of the video, you make sure you correct this. You drag it to where you want it to start, and then when you hit on it like that, so you see the transition. That is how transition works. So that is one thing you have to add to your videos to make it very appetizing, I should say. Very appetizing. That is what you have to add to your videos to make it very cool, very nice, so that people wouldn't feel bored when they are watching it. So the next thing you would add to your videos, subscribe button. And mostly it's very hard to just come by the subscribe buttons, and I actually did this myself, so I'll leave the link of this in my description. And then you just drag it. You see it's a green screen, you drag it on top of your video, and this is it.
I hope this video,
so you see the subscribe button is playing instead of your video. So after you drag this green screen to your video, you just come to this side and then you hit on green or blue screen. So the green and blue screen is off, and you can get a subscribe button for free, and then it will just go. But if you are using a subscribe button you purchased, actually a cool one like this, when you drag it to your video like this is how it's going to display.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Okay, so it looks very boring. No one would want to see this thing. So when you put it on your video like this is what you do. You come to this side and then you hit on picture in picture. So it's up to you to drag it to wherever you want to drag it. So maybe you want it to display here, and yeah, that is where you want it to display, and then you are good to go. Maybe you want it a bit bigger, you drag it a bit here. So afterwards you hit on this sign and then you are good to go. So when it gets to that side, it will just play. It wouldn't play in the whole screen. So right now it wouldn't play in the whole screen, it will just play at where you want it to be at. So that is how we deal with the editing stuff. But one thing I want to talk to you about is when people are done editing their videos, they don't add black background or any background in order to help them get end screens at the back of their videos. And that is one way you can generate more views on your channel. So every time I finish editing, I add a black background which will help me add end screens, and I drag it to about 15 seconds, right? So that I'll be able to put my end screens here, my subscribe button will actually be around here, the playlist, and then videos which I'm suggesting to people will actually be here. So after the video is done, the black screen will flow, and that is how I think you guys should do it, and it will help you perfectly in your video editing. And again, what I add to my video, or what I think you guys should add to your videos, are music beneath your video. So you add it like this, and the reason why I add this music is because you might have some background noise, or you don't want to get your viewers boring. So when this music is beneath the video, you actually tune it to like 2, 3 or 4. Mostly I put it on 3, and then let me put it on 4 something so that you guys will see what I really mean. 4, 5. Okay, let me just put it on 6 so that you guys will really know what I want to mean. So
the video was very insightful, and if you can hear the video at thumbs up and then share to anyone you think.
So you see you can hear a background noise which is a bit nice, and then it will help you guys to just feel free and then get to watch the video with no boredom or something. So where you can get this music to, you can just go to your YouTube studios and then you go to audio library. Yeah, this is it. You go to audio library and then you hit on it, and then you'll be able to just get any free non-copyright music you can use on your YouTube channel. So that is where I get my YouTube songs I use in my editing stuff. So next thing I will share with you guys is after you are done adding the music under the video, this is what you do. You see the black background, you actually increase the audio to about 50 or as high as you want. So when you're done, you just drag it to the side, you don't need it anymore, and then it's gonna end your video. So that is how your video is gonna end. So maybe when it's done,
and then catch you in the next one,
and that is it. Then this one will just play. This one will just play. So that is how it ends, and it makes your video very nice and it makes it very catchy. So there's actually basic tips I think every small YouTuber or upcoming YouTuber would need when they are trying to edit their videos. And after you are done, the next thing you do is you just come to this side and then you save your video, you save your file, and then you are good to go. So basic tips I think it would help you in your video editing you need when you're starting a YouTube channel is what I have presented to you. And if you find any difficulty doing these things, you just hit me up and I'll just be at your services. I'll help you out with any kind of editing you are using. The steps I actually gave right here works for all editing tools you can use in editing your YouTube video. So you just pick up the steps and it will be able to help you do whatever you feel like you want to do in your editing studio. So
I hope this video was very insightful, and if it was, give the video a thumbs up and then share to anyone you think this is going to be helpful to them. And then don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I have a lot I want to share with you guys which is actually going to help you grow your channel. And then catch you in the next one.